Hello everybody, it's Captain Klein, Commanding Officer of NSA Hampton Roads, here with episode number 13 of Q&A with the Captain, where we take your questions and hopefully provide some helpful answers to you as you navigate the COVID pandemic. So this week we're going to focus on a couple of things, current HPCon, face mask nav admin that just came out, where we're at with reopening our facilities, and then a quick discussion about leave and liberty. So first, on the health protection condition for the local area, Hampton Roads remains in health protection condition Charlie. That decision for this week, as of 9 July, is that the medical conditions haven't improved enough for us to move forward to HPCon Bravo. And so all of the restrictions from FRAGO 2413 that came out from NAV North a couple of weeks ago continue to apply to our sailors. We know this is hard, and we know that it's out of step with the local community, but the unique mission of the United States Navy, the operating environment of our ships, and the risk to our operating forces dictates that we take a more conservative posture than what's going on in the local community. So for our families, please understand that we don't take this decision lightly, and we are looking for ways to restore some of our services and give our sailors an outlet to get back to doing some of the things that they folks in the community can do. So more to follow on that, but for now, through next week, the Hampton Roads area will remain in health protection condition Charlie. As far as the facilities go, we are looking at ways that we can reopen some of the things on the base that would allow our active duty sailors to have those outlets, whether it's food and beverage or fitness facilities. We're looking at maybe some of our swimming pools for lap swimming and getting the chapels back open. So I'll tell you, there's several organizations that are working hard on developing the plans, running them through the medical community to make sure that they meet with the sanitation standards that would be necessary so that we can start restoring some of those things on the base. I can't give you a time frame for that, but I just want to let you know it is certainly something we're working towards. As soon as that information becomes available, as soon as we make the decision to reopen those things, that will be published on our Facebook pages and via email and every opportunity that we have to get the information out there to our sailors and families. For our sailors, we did have a NAV admin that came out recently on face masks, I believe just yesterday, and it does provide some specific guidance on the types of face masks that can be worn. So as everybody's aware, while you're on a federal government facility, you're required to wear a face mask when you can't maintain that physical distance of 6 feet. And it's just generally a good practice in our administrative spaces and offices. So, so as an example, this face mask, plain color, conservative, it's the options are black, brown, tan, beige, blue, a couple other things. And really the more important part is that we've been authorized to purchase those on behalf of our sailors. So we're working through that process right now. Once again, I don't have a time frame for you since we just got the message and just got the authorization to buy those. But we will be purchasing those for distribution to our sailors. I've also asked a question about being able to buy and distribute for our civilian personnel. So more to follow on that as we move forward on this. Finally, I want to talk about leave and liberty. So Secretary of Defense a couple weeks ago, right before the 4th of July, put out a policy that removed personal leave from the OSD restriction, which had been in place since mid-March. Department of Navy followed on the, I think it was the 2nd of July, with a Navy policy that authorized the delegation of leave approval down to the unit commander level. So within CNIC and Navy Region Mid-Atlantic, that has been delegated to the COs of the installations for personnel who work for the installation. This is not a return to the old normal. So the way it's set up is every leave chit for the command has to run through the CO of the command, which, as any sailor knows, is not the way we normally do it. So I've been working with the Chief's Mess and the department heads to come up with a way to implement this policy and still comply with the NAV admin guidance of appropriate risk mitigation involved in our leave practices. So as you can look around the country and you look at those places you might want to go on leave, one of those factors is going to be what is the condition on the ground in that location. So areas that are experiencing high community transmission, areas that the bases in the local area are still in health protection condition Charlie, are unlikely to be approved for leave right now. We're still working through the tools that we have available in order to understand what those local conditions are, how accurate they are, and how to employ them. But we are working to try to get you that time back, to give you the opportunity to take leave. I strongly believe everybody needs that mental break and that time to refresh themselves. So until that policy is approved, local leave is authorized within that 75-mile radius that we set up a couple of months ago. I encourage you to work with your division and department head to schedule your leave and get that mental break and refresh yourself physically and emotionally, because this has been a long haul, and I don't see an end in sight. I think we're going to be in these conditions for a while, and it's important that everybody take that time to recharge their batteries. So that's all for this week. Once again, if you have any questions, please tweet them up through your division or your department. Get them to the public affairs officer, and we'll try to address them here on these videos. Until next time, please wear your mask, wash your hands, stay physically distanced, and stay safe. Thanks very much. Captain out.